Good morning, students. Last class we discussed about the numerical problems on slip speed, rotor current, rotor frequency, rotor induced EMF, and some problems on torque also. Now we go for the problems on torque, slip, losses, rotor copper loss, rotor input, air gap power, all these things. The topic is numerical problems on three-phase induction motor. And main topics and problems is nothing but related problems are torque, slip characteristics, power flow diagram, relationship between the rotor power and losses. Generally, go for the some features on torque slip characteristics. The curve is drawn between the torque and the slip from starting S is equal to 1 to synchronous speed S is equal to 0 is called torque slip characteristics of induction motor. The curve is drawn between torque and slip from start to S is equal to 1 to synchronous speed S is equal to 0 is called torque slip characteristics of induction motor. We know that torque equation, torque proportional to SE2 square R2 by R2 square plus SX2 square. So torque proportional to S R2 by R2 square plus SX2 square. Suppose E2 is constant value. Look at the torque slip characteristics. It is starting S is equal to 1 to S is equal to 0. This is the maximum torque, stable torque, unstable torque. And this is the T full load, T starting purpose, T maximum. So torque slip characteristic contains three regions: stable region, unstable region, normal operating region. Stable region, here S is very small, then S is very small, therefore Sx2 square is also very small, that may be less than equal to the R2 square. That is, R2 is very high and Sx2 term is very low. So compared to R2, that's why Sx2 term is neglected. Therefore, substitute this condition to torque equation, torque proportional to S, torque proportional to S. Therefore, in this region, stable region, as load increases, torque increases. As torque increases, slip also increases. As torque increases, slip increases, or slip increases, torque increases. Linear region and curvature is straight line curvature. Unstable region. When increase further from the SM, the region is unstable. Why? Because the slip value is very high and Sx2 square term is very high compared to the R2 square. That means here R2 square is very small. That's why R2 square is neglected. So that means torque proportional to S by Sx2 whole square. That is torque proportional to 1 by S. So in this region, as load increases, slip is also increases, but torque decreases. Characteristics approximately rectangular hyperbola. When the load further increases, speed decreases, slip increases, that may lead to motor standstill condition. Hence, motor should not operate at any point of this condition. Normal region. Low slip region, the motor can continuously operate in this region. Right? Once again, normal region is nothing but AD, unstable region BC, stable region AB. Look at the figure. Stable region. So this is OA is the stable region, AB is the unstable region, OC is the OA stable region, AB unstable region, point A maximum torque, point B starting torque, this is the starting torque, point C full load torque. Here three torques are available: starting torque TST, maximum torque or full load torque T maximum, full load torque T full load. What is the starting torque TST? The motor produces the torque when S is equal to 1, speed is 0. S is equal to 1 is nothing but ns by n, so speed is 0. Maximum torque or full load torque, the torque produced at S is equal to Sm is called maximum torque. Sm is the slip at maximum torque occurs, also called breakdown torque of full load torque. Losses in the induction motor is mainly magnetic losses, mechanical losses, electrical losses. Magnetic losses are also called as core losses. These losses occur in the stator core and rotor core because rotating magnetic field. Magnetic losses are two types: eddy current losses, hysteresis losses. Hysteresis losses occurred due to the alternating changes in the magnetic field. Can be minimized by selecting high grade silicon steel as the material. Eddy current losses occur due to the flow of eddy current through the body of the stator core. It can be minimized by using lamination construction of the stator core. These two losses mainly depends upon the supply frequency. These two losses are dependent supply frequency. F stator is equal to F supply, hence iron losses of stator is more. Stator frequency is equal to supply frequency, then iron losses of stator is more. F rotor is less than, hence iron losses are very small, neglected under running condition. Mechanical losses consists of friction losses and windage losses. Losses are less than, very less, due to speed drop is very small. Constant loss is nothing but iron losses plus mechanical losses. So rotor copper loss is equal to 3I2 square R2. Rotor copper loss is equal to 3I2 square R2. This is the power flow diagram. The three-phase AC source, input is PI, stator winding, here stator copper loss and stator core loss available. So PI minus stator copper loss, stator core loss is equal to air gap power. Input power minus copper losses is nothing but, stator copper loss is nothing but air gap power. From that, rotor copper loss available, mechanical power developed PM. Difference between the air gap power and mechanical power is equal to rotor copper loss. Like that, you have to output mechanical power developed in difference is nothing but friction and windage losses. Some formulas. What is induction motor? It converts electrical power into mechanical power. Three-phase supply is fed to the stator. Input power PM is P input is equal to √3 VLIL cos pi. Losses occur in the stator are called stator losses. Remaining power is transferred to the rotor magnetically. It is called output of the stator. P2 is equal to P input minus P stator losses. Rotor copper loss is equal to 3I2 square R2. Mechanical power developed is equal to P2 minus PCU. Output power is equal to mechanical power minus PML. Rotor efficiency is equal to rotor output by rotor input. Rotor output to PM, rotor input to P2. Rotor efficiency is equal to PM by P2. Motor efficiency is equal to output power by input power. Relationship between the rotor input, rotor copper losses, grass mechanical power. P2, PCU, PM. That is equal to PM is equal to P2 minus PCU, that is P2 minus SP2, that is equal to P2 into 1 minus S. PCU by P2 is equal to S. Therefore, copper loss, rotor copper loss is equal to slip times of the rotor input. Rotor copper loss by rotor input is equal to S, that is equal to rotor copper loss is equal to slip times of the rotor input. Now I have to calculate the torque in synchronous watt. Torque in synchronous watt is equal to P2 into PCU by S and PM by 1 minus S. This is very important competition examination. Calculate the torque in synchronous watt. P2 is equal to PCU by S and PM by 1 minus S. PM by 1 minus S. Now PCU by PM is equal to S by 1 minus S. Look at the problem. A 6-pole 3-phase induction motor develops a power of 22.38 kilowatt and mechanical losses. The total is 1.492 kilowatt at a speed of 950 rpm on 550 volts. Power factor is 0.88. Calculate by using this load. First one, slip. Second one, rotor copper loss. Third one, total input. If stator loss are 2000 watt. Efficiency, line current, number of complete cycles of rotor electromotive force per minute. Go through the problem. Number of poles is equal to 6. Mechanical power W is 22.38 kilowatt. PML 1.492 kilowatt. N rotor speed 950 rpm. Terminal voltage 550 volts. F is equal to 50 hertz. Power factor is equal to 0.88. Now slip S is equal to ns minus n by ns, but we don't know ns value. From that, ns is equal to 120 F by P. 120 into P by ns is equal to 120 F by P rpm, that is 120 into 50 by 6, that is equal to 1000 rpm. Slip is equal to ns minus n by ns, that is equal to 1000 minus 950 by 1000, so that is equal to 0.05. Second one, rotor copper losses. We know that mechanical power is equal to P2 into 1 minus S. So then from that, P2 equal to PCU by 1 minus S. PCU 22.38. Sorry, PM by 1 minus S, that is equal to 22.38 by 1 minus 0.05. So therefore, copper loss is equal to slip times of the rotor input. So from that, 0.05 into 23.3, that is equal to 1.17 kilowatt. Then total input, P input is equal to P2 plus total copper losses. P input is equal to P2 plus stator losses, that 23.55 plus 2, that 25.55 kilowatts. Efficiency is equal to P out by P input into 100. But P out is equal to mechanical power minus PML, that is 22.8 minus 1.492, that is equal to 20.88 kilowatt. Therefore, efficiency of the motor, output power by input power into 100, 20.88 by 25.55, that into 100, that is equal to 81.8 percentile. Next one, line current. So input power is equal to root 3 VL IL cos pi. Therefore, line current IL is equal to P input by root 3 VL cos pi. Input 25.55 into 10 cube by root 3 into 550 into 0.88. That is equal to 30.4 amperes. And the number of complete cycles of the rotor electromotive force per minute, Fr is equal to SF. S 0.05 into 50, that is 2.5 hertz per second. Suppose they calculate per minute into 60, 2.5 into 60, that is 150 hertz. Another problem, a 37.3 kilowatt 4-pole 50 Hz induction motor has a friction and windage losses of 3320 watts. The stator losses equal to the rotor losses. If the motor is delivering full load power output at a speed of 1440 rpm, calculate first one synchronous speed, second one slip, third one mechanical power developed by the motor, fourth one rotor copper loss, fifth one power transferred from the stator to rotor, sixth one stator power input, seventh one efficiency. Output power is equal to 37.3 kilowatt, number of poles P is equal to 4, F is equal to 50 Hz, friction and windage losses PML is equal to 3320 watts, stator losses is equal to rotor copper losses, N is equal to 1440 rpm. Now first synchronous speed, you have to determine the synchronous speed, first one, second one slip. Ns is equal to 120 F by P rpm, that is 120 into 50 by 4, that is equal to 1500 rpm. Right? Second one slip, S is equal to Ns minus N by Ns, 1500 minus 1440 by 1500, and that is equal to 0.04%, otherwise 4%. 4%. Third one, determine the mechanical power developed by the motor PM. P out is equal, output power is equal to PM minus PML. From that PM is equal to P out plus PML. Output power 37.3 plus, so friction and windage losses PML is equal to 3.320. Therefore, mechanical power developed PM is equal to 40.62 kilowatts. Fourth one, rotor copper loss. We know the relation between rotor copper loss and rotor mechanical power developed. PCU by PM is equal to S by 1 minus S. PCU, from that PCU is equal to S into PM by 1 minus S. S 0.04, PM 40.60 into 10 cube divided by 1 minus 0.04. We are getting the copper loss in watts is equal to 169.2 kilowatts, watts, 169.2 watts. Fifth one, power transferred from stator to rotor, that is P2. P2 is equal to PM plus PCU, PM 40.62, PCU 1.692, that is equal to 42.31 kilowatts. Sixth one, stator power input. Stator input is equal to PI is equal to P2 plus PSL. P2 42.312, PSL, that is stator losses 1.6925, that is equal to 44.0045 kilowatt. That is the stator power input. Efficiency is equal to output by input. Output 37.3 divided by input 44.0045 into 100, that is equal to 84.76%. Like that you have to determine. Another one, problem 3. A 18 kilowatt 4-pole 50 Hz 3-phase induction motor as friction and windage losses are 500. PML is equal to 500. F is equal to 50 Hz. P is equal to 4-pole. Output power is equal to 18 kilowatt. Therefore, first determine the rotor copper loss. Rotor copper loss is equal to S into PM by 1 minus S, but we don't know PM. PM is equal to P out into PML. P out 18 plus 0.5, that is 18.5 kilowatt. Therefore, copper loss in watts is equal to PM 18.5 into S 0.04 divided by 1 minus 0.04, that is equal to 770.83 watts. Rotor input P2 is equal to PM plus PCU, that is 18.5 into 10 cube plus 770.83, that is equal to 19,270.83 watts. Shaft torque TSH is equal to output power into 60 by 2 pi n, output power 18 into 10 cube into 60 by 2 pi into 1440, that is equal to 119.36 Newton meter. Another one, gross torque. Gross torque is equal to mechanical torque into 60 by 2 pi n 18.5 into 10 cube into 60 by 2 pi into n means 1440. That is all. That is equal to 122.68 Newton meter. Last problem. The power input to the rotor of 440 volts 50 Hz 6 pole 3 phase induction motor is 80 kilowatts. The rotor electromotive force is observed to make 100 complete alternations per minute. Calculate the slip, rotor speed, rotor copper loss. So this problem is similar to the above problem, but one thing is different. They given rotor electromotive force is observed to make 100 complete alternations. So that is nothing but rotor frequency they given 100 alternations per minute, 100 cycles per minute they given, but frequency is nothing but cycle per second. So minute will be converted into second, that is nothing by 60, 100 by 60 cycle per second, that is equal to 100 by 60 hertz. So that is 1.667 hertz. That is the FR. Here that thing is important. Remaining problem is similar to the all the above problems. 100 complete cycles per minute, otherwise 100 complete alternations per minute. So convert minutes to second, then we are getting the rotor frequency. FR is equal to 1.667. Then find out slip. Slip is equal to FR by F. 1.667 by 50. That is equal to slip is equal to 0.333 in percentile 3.33%. Then rotor speed n is equal to ns into 1 minus s. Ns 1000 into 1 minus 0.0033. We don't know ns value, determine ns is equal to 120 f by p, that is 120 into f by 50 by 6000 rpm. From that n is equal to 1000 into 1 minus 0.333, then we are getting rotor speed is equal to 966.67 rpm. Another one, rotor copper losses for phase. For phase means 1 by 3. So rotor copper loss for phase is equal to 1 by 3 times of the slip into rotor input. So rotor copper loss by rotor input is equal to slip. Rotor copper loss is equal to slip times of the rotor input, but 1 by 3 is nothing but that is the for phase. So 0.033 into 80 by 3, we are getting rotor copper loss for phase is equal to 0.888 kilowatt. Like that you have to determine the all the things. Torque, different torques, torque in synchronous watt. Similarly, this one speed, mechanical power input, efficiency, all these things. Last problem. A 3-phase 15 HP 460 volts 4 pole 60 Hz 1728 rpm induction motor delivers full output power to load connected to its shaft. The windings and friction losses, windage and friction losses are 750 watts, that is PML. Determine the mechanical power, air gap power, rotor copper loss. Full load shaft power P out is equal to 15.7446. P out is equal to mechanical power PM is equal to P out in plus PML. P out is equal to 6 plus PML is equal to 750, that is equal to 11.95. Air gap power air gap power is equal to P copper loss by 1 minus S. So slip ns minus n by ns, 1800 minus 1728 by 1800, that is 0.04%. So ns synchronous speed is equal to 120 into 60 by 1800. From that slip you have to determine, that is equal to 0.04. Therefore air gap power is equal to mechanical power developed by 1 minus S. 11940 by 1 minus 0.04, that is equal to 12437.5 watts, otherwise 12.437 kilowatts. Last one, copper loss is equal to slip times of the air gap power 0.04 into 12.437, so that is equal to 497.5 watts, right? Like that you have to determine. Thank you. So For this video, for this class, the fourth unit is completed, that is three-phase induction motor is completed. To see this video, please subscribe DBS Talks.